Did you know that you can apply an existing Moodle rubric to an assignment and modify it for your specific purpose? In this short video, I will show you how to search, apply, and modify a rubric from a provided template. In order to use a rubric template for your assignment, the first step is to create your assignment. For more information about how to create an assignment in Moodle, click on the link provided. Once your assignment is created, click on your assignment. Once you are in your assignment, scroll to the administration block on the left-hand side. Click on Advanced Grading. From the drop-down menu, select Rubric. From here, you want to click on Create New Grading Form from a Template because you aren't building a rubric from scratch, you're wanting to modify an existing rubric. In the search field, simply write Sample. Here, you will see Sample Rubric Assignment. Now you can preview the rubric here, but if you scroll down to the bottom and click Use this template, we'll be able to do a lot more things. So it says, do you want to use this grading form sample rubric for your new grading form in Assignment 1 infographic? Yes, continue. Now you want to edit this rubric template to meet the needs of your assignment. To do this, click on Edit the current form definition. From here, you can change certain things about the rubric. For instance, you could change the name of the rubric. So I might write here, ENG 1700, so the course code, infographic. Now if I scroll towards the bottom, this is where you can make modification. So you can change any of the text by clicking on the text. You can change the evaluation criteria to include your own criteria and your own description. Here are some tips for effective rubrics. First, it's best to begin with the highest point allocation on the left and work towards the lowest point allocation towards the right. So what this does, it allows the highest standard to be read first by the student, which creates a clear expectation of what a positive outcome would look like. The next tip that you should consider is that you want your rubric to be as specific as possible with a clear distinction between the different categories. So as you will see in this example, 4 points means the student requires all four of the elements needed to earn those full marks. Category 3 means that they had 3 out of the 4. Category 2 is 2 out of the 4, so on and so forth. Including specific details like these not only provides clarity for students, but it also saves you time in marking since less written feedback is required because it's very specific where students went wrong. Another tip to consider is to avoid using vague terms like exceptional, adequate, or poor to distinguish between the different point categories. These words are vague and open for interpretation, which means that the rubric does not provide much guidance for the students, and faculty end up having to spend more time writing out feedback to justify the selection. Once you click on Save, you'll be given these 3 options. So you can either edit the infographic further, you can delete it entirely, or you can publish the form as a new template. So if you publish the form as a new template, this will make your rubric public, which would allow you to use it again, but you can also share it or make it accessible to other faculty members. So if we click on Publish the form, it says you're going to save a copy of the grading form as a new public template. Allow others on your site to see it and modify. So you can click on Continue. Let's view the rubric from a student perspective. So if you were a student, you would click on the assignment. Here, you would see the assignment criteria, which would usually include some kind of description. But at the bottom, you would see the rubric. Now, the student can't physically do anything with the rubric, but if the rubric is detailed enough and provides enough of a clear picture of expectations, they know exactly how to complete their assignment. From a faculty perspective, let's look at the rubric as you would if you were marking the assignment. So when you click inside the assignment, you will see that there's two different options here. View all submissions is where you can see the students one by one and grade accordingly. If you click on grade, it will automatically select the very first student on your list. So we'll go ahead and select that. You will usually see a file submission from a student and your rubric below. So usually there would be a file here if the student had submitted something. Your rubric will allow you to click on the intended categories. So you'll see that the one that you selected will be highlighted in light green. So you're able to mark accordingly. You can also provide feedback for that specific category over on the right-hand side. Or once you've made all of your selection, the student was perfect. You can click on the feedback comments and then write a general comment. And then you would just click Save Changes, and your assignment is marked. So that is how you search, apply, and modify a rubric from an existing template. I hope this video was helpful. For more questions about rubrics, please email teaching@cambriancollege.ca. The Hub team is always willing to help.